I was gonna see how far I can get with one or two things. So previously we had the problem of the focus not shifting from the one tab to the other tab. So what we're gonna try and do now is we're gonna try and fix that. So we're gonna start by doing a use effect. And what we're going to do is we're going to say we're going to run a function on use effect, and we're going to listen for the current tab. So being as the current tab changes, we know we need to swap out the focus. So what we need to do now is we need to do actually something, but not React like, but we need to go get into the DOM. So what we're going to do is we're going to search for something called the tablist, and I'm going to go and I kind of have to hope that this is the right syntax for it. Not the greatest CSS guru, but anyway, so let's see how far we can get with this. So current tab, I think it's probably going to be current tab plus 1. The idea just with this is that what we need to do now is we also need to kind of put a focus on this. So say focus ring. Okay, so at the moment we still don't have this thing about. So let's go. See what this does. Nth style to CSS selector. Okay, so we probably still need to do. Okay, so let's first do element. We first want to see what we get from the CSS selector. So let's, and then we figure out how to put the focus on it. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's go to console, clear out. Okay, so synthetic event on key download tablist. Okay, so nth child selector. Okay, so that's not going to help us. I think we can probably take that out. First child, okay. First child knows. Okay, so let's children. So, and then we're going to go. Still want to do that. What we want to do now is tab item. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Tab index, tab index. Okay, this looks starting to get better. So let's see tab item dot. Okay, so now, yeah. Okay, so what we need to do now is that suppose we don't really have to check the element because it's always going to be there. Okay, but yeah, so we kind of got the focus down on this. Now if you do tab on the tab item, what needs to happen on the tab is that we need to focus on the tab panel. Okay, so how are we going to do that? So it means that the tab panel needs to be focusable. Okay, so let's see. So tab role, tab panel. Okay, so let's see. So at the top of this whole thing, we've kind of got, yeah, so we've got tab list, tab panel. Okay, so yeah, just as a quick thing, what we probably want to do is we okay, so what this means is this to do just means that for the current tab panel tab item that we're on, we kind of want to go one up to the tab list, and then from the tab list is that we actually, so we want to basically use the current tab items parent as the tab list, because at the moment what this is going to do, this is going to, like if we've got multiple tabs on the page, this is going to go list all of the tabs. We basically want to say that only for the parent of this tab item do we actually want to run all of this logic. This is what this to do is, but the idea is we're just going to come back to this a little bit later. What we want to do now is we just want to kind of be like, okay, how do we do tabs? What we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, say current thing, and then, okay, yeah, we're going to need to put this prevent default backup here. The reason for that is, for one, we don't want other keyboard stuff to trigger anything anyway. And if we don't put it up here, we have to kind of do a return on each one of these, because otherwise it's going to run anyway. Okay, so what this is going to do, this needs to do a document dot selector, query selector, role equals tab panel. And then say, put these back in. It's actually easier way in Vim that I need to start practicing of doing this. But for now, let's just do okay, let's see. File to execute query selector on wrap to end is not a valid selector. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be on +1. Okay, on document role tab panel end is not a, okay, so it's probably the end thing. Okay, so query selector all. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say so the idea with this is that we get okay. If we do this, we can make these nice double quotations. I want to check what this does, what this returns. Okay, so let's see what this returns. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that's part of the problem. We don't want that feature anymore. We don't want to go skip to the next one. We just want to go roll tab and all focus. Okay, so so basically what we want to do with this is we want to shift the focus to the tab panel, but I have to go now. At the moment I'm just going to leave things as is, because at the moment what we can do is we can get the tab panel for the tab item, and then when I come back we'll look at how to shift the focus to the tab panel correctly. So with that I'll say goodbye.